In 2005, Scrubs actor Zach Braff punched a 12-year-old boy in the stomach. Why? Why?
You tell us. You tell us. I don't have any.
Zach Braff, you know him, Scrubs, you know, he's the lead character. Yeah. He dated Florence Pugh for a while.
Does someone need a reason to punch a 12-year-old boy? Yeah, Garden State. You've named all three of his things. The commercials that he does with Donald Faison now for the internet.
Wait a minute. What about that movie he kickstarted?
Kickstarted a movie?
What was that?
The follow-up to Garden State about being a dad in L.A.
Did that come out?
Yeah.
What was it called? The Sunshine State?
Something like it. Well, isn't that Florida?
Yeah.
I don't know. What is California known as? Bear Country?
Bear State. Yeah, Bear
Country.
Yeah, Bear Country.
Bear Country.
Why did he sock this preteen in the gut?
Was he getting picked on and it took Donald Faison was trying to build him up like, hey man, you can't take that from him anymore. You got to defend yourself. And so he worked himself up into a froth. And when the kid was like, hey, I don't care for Garden State, he just socked him in the tummy.
Keeping it real. I'm keeping it real.
Yeah. My grandma used to tell me if I punch a kid in the face, she'll give me a chocolate bar. Should I unpack that with you guys?
Yeah. Wait, did she want you to stand up for yourself? What?
She did, but that was how it was presented.
Oh my gosh.
And that was the whole thing with my family. It's like my family would say, if you come home crying to us because some kid bullied you, we'll make you cry worse. That's like an actual thing they'd say.
That feels like abuse, AJ.
Yeah. No. We're going to roll past it. But they would say to me that basically they were like, but.
And this is why I don't like when James teases you, because I think he needs to build you up and be a good.
Well, one day I'm going to sock him and I'm going to get a chocolate bar out of it from my dead grandmother.
Wait. What you're saying is that your book was punching kids in the face?
Yeah, I'd get a Hershey bar.
I punched 5 kids in the face. I get 5 chocolate bars.
It's like printing money. It's just just bopping all these kids in the head like little bunny foo-foo.
He's ruining us.
We can't afford all these chocolate bars. There's kids with black eyes everywhere.
Did you ever get a chocolate bar because you punched someone?
I did actually, because there was a kid bullying me when I was like 5. And he was like, and I was like, I'll punch him right in the nose, and I got a chocolate bar. Oh. It was Zach Braff. How did you know?
I mean, I guess the answer would be that Zach Braff's parents told him that if he punches a boy in the stomach, he gets a chocolate bar.
But he was 31 when they told him.
Hungry, so he did it.
Was it a Make-A-Wish kid who was just like, all I want for Christmas is this crooked tree and Zach Braff to suck me in the tummy?
Oh, was it a preteen Zach because you have the same name? And
I was like, I don't think many people are going to punch me in the stomach. So could you please do it as my favorite actor from one thing?
Name it. Name one thing.
Scoops.
Worth it. Worth inquiring.
Well, I'll tell you, when he did it, it was actually on camera at the time.
Okay.
Well,
and it was part of a TV show.
Was it a telethon?
Jerry, one of Jerry's kids.
Yep.
Oh,
it was like on the thermometer. It was a benchmark. It was a stretch goal.
If we make $50,000 for the Los Angeles food bank, I'll punch this kid.
The phones are lighting up.
I'll tell you,
all right, here we go.
Zach Braff didn't know he was being filmed when this happened.
Was this
worse? Punked. It had to be for punks.
Oh.
I remember he was a really bad sport. Because it was like his car or something was set on fire or stolen or whatever, or it was supposed to be his car. And then I think that was punked.
Punked was, I hated, I didn't like Punked.
Same.
I don't like it. I don't like mean pranks. I don't like stuff like that. And I looking back at it just gets worse and worse with time that they were doing this. I don't care if they're celebrities. To be dehumanizing and tricking people in that way. I don't like it.
I don't like prank shows either. I do think that in terms of prank shows, at least they were picking on celebrities. These people who spend so much time cultivating their image that is oftentimes false, occasionally having the veneer. But the problem is it's celebrities doing this to celebrities. So you know that like if something was like, there's always that point where they can go, you can't show that. I refuse to allow you to show this or whatever if it was really that bad. So I guess ultimately it's all false anyway.
Do you think there's unreleased
probably
buried Punked episodes where someone... Wow.
I bet there were full on canceled ones. But okay, so bear with me here.
Okay.
The child was an actor hired to vandalize Zach Braff's new car with spray paint in an episode of Punk'd.
Oh my God.
So Zach Braff comes out of this liquor store. He sees this kid spray painting, covering his car in spray paint. He chases him down. And then he caught the kid. And now the episode cuts out a lot of this because I guess he caught the kid and he punched him in the stomach and he's like screaming at him. They cut that from the episode. Wow. And then it got to a point where like Ashton Kutcher then intervenes or whatever. And
holds the kid's arms behind his back so that way he can throw in 4 more haymakers.
And he's like threatening the kid with jail and calling him all this stuff, whatever. So Ashton Kutcher intervenes and he's like, you got punked. And then Zach Braff does the like, he goes from being enraged to just, what are you going to do? You got to be now it's a lighthearted, like, oh, you got me kind of thing. And then he says, I can't believe I nearly beat up a 5-year-old on national TV. So so they cut out him hitting this kid or whatever. Zach Braff goes and he says that it was too dark and he couldn't tell that it was a kid, whatever. But then like there's the footage. I don't know. Right.
It's
but then,
like 4'1" child running away.
Yeah. But then he did an AMA.
I thought it was a little person. I was being very progressive.
Yeah.
He did do a Reddit AMA though, where he in the AMA wrote, I punched him in the stomach, parentheses, as I recall. Who amongst you wouldn't have? They edited it out though. You're not allowed to punch little kids on MTV. Lame. I didn't even know about this episode. So I just couldn't believe. But yeah, like, I mean, it was not a cheap car. So,
I like that the story starts with him coming out of a liquor store.
Yeah, that's the first.
He was with Donald Faison.
Yeah, but like the whole premise is about him getting into his car and they're coming out of a liquor store is just funny. Not that they're drinking on the way out.
I think they were probably going to a party or something, picking up some drinks to bring
in the valley. Everywhere in LA takes only 30 minutes.
Yeah, that's true.
They were going to a Christmas seeds party. Where you exchange.
Yeah, that's how you water Christmas seeds with a little bit of eggnog.
I don't know how to feel about this though, but I can't believe like early 2000s reality TV. I mean, it's still wild, but that was truly the Wild West.
I don't like that at all. You know what? We've all seen a couple episodes of Punk'd, but like, right?
Or several seasons. Yeah.
The transition from I'm so angry I'm going to kill you to hey, you're on a show. It's you've been punked, bro. Yeah. That like hard stop where their face has to turn and they go ha 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 is the most painful thing to watch. And every once in a while you'll get someone who's like, no, actually, I am mad. That was stupid. And whenever that happened, I was happy because I was like, yeah, that was a really mean thing to do. And most of the time they're mean. They're very rarely something that's funny or creative. It's just mean.
There's a Stone Cold Steve Austin one where the prank was that like, if I recall, the prank was that someone valeted his car wrong. And so the manager was going to come out and rip into the valet for being a bad valet in front of Stone Cold Steve Austin. And I believe Stone Cold got involved and it went, Stunner? You're the manager here. You can't throw him under the bus for this. Leave that guy alone. Like he basically tried to diffuse it.
Hit him with a stunner?
And then he stunned him.
Maybe everyone should get punked once so we could test your true character.
I don't know if that's a test of anyone's character really, but it's just, I always think those are interesting when you see those moments and the person goes like, wait a minute, you were being ridiculous right now. Why are you acting that way?
Wow.
But
that's
I think I've given us all a lot to think about, and maybe we won't be doing our Scrubs rewatch podcast like we had planned.
Well, we'll just skip to the reunion.
Oh, no thanks. I don't like Scrubs in any way.
I've never really watched it.
I never watched it either.
I didn't watch it either. I didn't know anyone that did. It's just one of those shows that existed. I mean, I saw clips and I was like, oh, I appreciate that it's wacky comedy, I guess. It's like a little bit absurd, but I never watched it.
I didn't care for their buffoonery.
Yeah, that's what it seems like.